Freddy was joining the Canadian troops stationed at Vimy. In the sky, George, a British aviator from the Royal Air Force, was spotting the German positions for artillery support. On this day, Canadian troops led the charge.
In 1998, I visited the Vimy Ridge Memorial Site in France. This location was a key battle in World War I, and as many other fellow Canadians will tell you, a battle that made other countries in the world give us new respect. Probably one of the foremost Canadian historians, Pierre Burton, referred to Vimy as the most important event in Canadian history after Confederation. My personal visit to Vimy was the start of my fascination with World War I, which outside North America is better known as the Great War. Hence our segue, because you'll find Vimy Ridge in the gem of a video game about the Great War, Valiant Hearts. Now, Valiant Hearts isn't a new video game. It was released at the end of June 2014. But as an Xbox One owner who just celebrated my first year with the next gen, I'm taking a hindsight view on the games I've played on it, and it gives me a better overall opinion on it. The Montpellier group of Ubisoft are the ones who created Valiant Hearts, and what they've created as a Great War buff, I can say is an incredibly fitting game on what was perhaps one of humanity's greatest and most complicated tragedies. And for those that don't know a lot about the First World War, unfortunately I know this is a lot of people. Well, the war started over 100 years ago, and there is still no clear consensus on what really started the war among many historians. So when I say complex, well, look no further than that fact. Now, as far as the game elements of Valiant Hearts, it's a puzzle adventure game. It's not complicated in what you have to do. There are collectibles you get when you play a mission, there are hints if needed, and regular and difficult levels. But what I can't stress is, this game isn't about the complexity of finishing each mission. It's about the overall experience. The story, the beautiful graphics and music help set a mood that for me bridges the fact that it's a game and gives the player a feeling of how tragic and senseless the Great War really was. Now, there are 4 characters in the game. Well, 5 actually. Man's best friend needs to be included. And yes, this is accurate. There are plenty of dogs in the Great War, as well as horses and other animals. And these characters find themselves in pivotal battles of the war. The Chemin de Dam, Verdun, the Somme, and of course the one close to my heart I start off with, Vimy Ridge. And this is just to name a few. There is even facts that you accumulate as you play on. So if you get a little curious, you can get some more in-depth information on the Great War. This doesn't bog down the game because you can read it through whenever you want. So why for me is this game fitting for the Great War? Well, I think it goes down to that tragedy. While you do play to win the game, you finish the missions, you win the game. But it's for the many novices of the history of this war. I mean, it can boggle the mind, but Ubisoft has blended the game and a nice history lesson that dives into this event, more than the average 30 minutes most high school kids get taught on the topic in their academic careers. When humanity forgets its past, it is doomed to make the same mistakes again. And the senseless slaughter of the First World War is kept in mind with Valiant Hearts. One moment you face a fun minigame in a car chase, and the next you find yourself dealing with tragedy and horror of the reality of war. And that's what I find really great about this game. It can pull on your emotions. I can't stress the game aesthetically is unique, and I'll have to use that word again. It's simply beautiful. It allows you to play a game, have fun, learn something you might not have known before, and for a person who has a keen interest in the Great War, it respects it a great deal in what I feel is a piece of digital art. Now, the game is and has always been priced well on any of the platforms you can buy it on. It's not a game you can replay multiple times or have scores you can try to beat. It's beyond that. It gives you emotional and reflective moments. It helps you truly never forget. This has been Andrew Gagnon. Thank you for listening.